Hello there.
Greetings. We're here to play more video games.
We certainly are. Just like the public demanded, you asked for it, so here we are.
Yeah, they was like, where are those video games?
Yeah.
Well, they're here. We're playing them. What are you doing?
Can you stop mobbing me in the street, please? I get it. You want to see us playing video games? We're playing them right now for
We
you.
are. And we should probably say who we are.
Yes, let's get the introduction.
I am Ryan.
I am JC, and we are the Daily Mirror's gaming peeps.
We are gaming peeps.
Yes.
We play games, and we look at games. We talk about games.
And what are we playing today, Ryan?
Today we're playing two different games. First one, we're playing Spider-Man.
Yep.
Original Spider-Man on the PS1. This may have been a good hint. We'll explain that in a minute as well. Second game we'll be playing is Dino Crisis 2, also a PS1 game. Both. Did you play Dino Crisis 2?
I played it religiously. Yes,
Good.
indeed.
Wonderful. So we both love both of these games, which is good because we tend to have a theme where one of us hasn't played one of the games, but we both know these games very
Yeah,
well.
it had been fostering a really intense rivalry between us, but now I feel like we're on the same page. We no longer have to settle things with an arm wrestle. We can just kind of flow, be legit, and enjoy.
Be legit.
Yeah.
Spiders and dinosaurs. Let's do it.
I'd also like to give a special shout out to this wonderful controller that I'm
Look
using.
at that.
And brace yourselves, put on your sunglasses. That's right. Yeah.
It has vents and a fan on the back of it.
Yes.
I don't know who made it or why, but it exists and we're using it today. That is a PS3 controller, believe it or not.
I feel like I'm in Tron right now.
We are in Tron.
I fight for the users.
I'm inside
You
the
are
computer,
users, yes.
basically.
Right.
Your computer.
So shall we?
We should explain
shall
this
yeah,
first.
Let's explain the wall.
Here we have various pictures of recent-ish Spider-Man games, all the 3D ones, basically.
Yeah, the modern era.
The modern era Spider-Man games. Those are there because they look nice. Also, if you want to vote for which ones you think are the best, we will order them near the end of the stream based on your votes. And maybe we'll consider our votes as well, if there aren't a lot of votes. But there they all are. Look at all of the Spider-Man 3D games. Decide which ones are good, decide which ones are bad. Let us know. Oh, and this time you're not going to be able to win a £25 game gift card. But you can win this man's affection. The best comment today will win this man's affection.
Yeah, I will come around your house and eat all of your biscuits for free.
What a
That's
prize.
right.
What a prize. Do you have bourbon biscuits? You're in for a treat.
I'll eat all of them up.
Oh. Right, let's play Spider-Man PS1.
Let's get involved. Okay, so I'm going to come clean because we obviously want to provide an entertaining stream, and it's been a while since I played this game. It came out in 2000, if I remember correctly, and I'm going to confess I did actually bunk off school when this arrived in the post to play this, so apologies to my grammar school there. Tut tut indeed, yes, shameful. That's a bad example to set to kids, so stay in school.
Don't
kids.
listen to this boy.
Don't listen to me, I'm a bad role model.
Eat your biscuits.
But confessioning right now, I have already inputted the cheats for this, and I will select a costume that not only renders me invincible, but allows me infinite webbing. As you can see here, I'm just going to kind of show you because they're all quite nifty. This is a classy one. Simulator Spider-Man, obviously the classiest one to choose.
Yeah.
But we're going to go for this audacious Captain Universe number. And it inflicts double damage as well, so good times.
So we're cheating. We're proper cheating then.
Well,
We're going full on cheating.
yes, in a game about people with superhuman powers, we are cheating. Yes,
Great.
definitely.
I can't believe we skipped Amazing Bagman.
Yes, he is.
Amazing.
He is amazing.
Him and his bag.
Okay, let's just go from the start, shall we? I'm gonna go easy because we just want to show you guys the
Easy
game.
and with an invincible costume. So we're really pulling all the stops out.
Yeah, this is like it's hump day.
I love this game.
Yeah,
I've just remembered.
Yeah, has all the memories come flooding back for you?
I used to pretend to be Spider-Man on the playground when this came out.
Wow.
Me and my friends. I was Spider-Man and was swinging.
Wow.
And they were various other Spider-Man characters, the less important ones. Ones that I made up sometimes, but I was Spider-Man. And it was all because of this game. This game got me into comics when I was little.
Oh, beautiful. I have fond memories of this game as well. It's fantastic. Tony Hawk engine.
Oh, yeah.
I remember actually before the game came out fully, there was a demo of it on the official PlayStation Magazine disc, and I went round my friend Kevin's house. Kevin, if you're watching tonight.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
I love you, Kevin.
And he had the demo, and we played it over and over again for about an hour or two. And it's like a 2-minute demo at best. It's essentially the first section of this.
Look at those hands. Those are good graphic hands.
Chunky meat hooks right there. Now this is obviously setting up what's happening now. There's Spider-Man's spider senses going off. Eddie Brock is annoyed.
See, now I have an important question. Eddie Brock there seems to have fingers. Why does Peter Parker not have fingers?
Because Eddie Brock is possessed by a symbiote. And little known fact, symbiotes give you extra long fingers.
They give you fingers.
Yes. Manual dexterity is the real reason to be possessed by an alien symbiote. Wait, what? Spider-Man and Peter Parker?
Oh my
at the
goodness.
Same time?
Yeah, so the plot of this is I mean, who's playing this plot? It's you've been framed by someone else in a Spider-Man outfit, and also there's Venom.
It's essentially a great excuse to shoehorn every single Spider-Man villain into one game, and fair play to it.
It's incredible to think that when I was young, this was just groundbreaking stuff.
And what I really loved about it is that it's really faithful to the spirit of the comics.
Yeah.
To the tone of it. There's collectible comic book covers to collect in it. Stanley does voiceovers throughout. It's got a lot of the voice talent from the 90s Spider-Man animated show.
Yeah.
So like a real kind of connection with it there. And it's just great. Who are these mysterious shadows in the dark? From Control Room B. Nefarious machinery.
I'm a big fan of nefarious machinery.
Yes. And how about nefarious gases, right?
It's like an old Batman 50s TV show plot.
Is.
Oh no, not the streets with no one on them.
Oh no.
Oh no, all the people that aren't there are now dead.
It's now just a haze.
See, that's a really, really smart move what they've done there, because that fog is just there so that they didn't have to animate the floor or any of the city below. It's just, see, it's fog because Doc Ock did a bad.
True. And to be fair, if you're Spider-Man and you're running around on the pavement, who wants to do that? I could run around on the pavement. Just
There's a
in real
Fantastic
life.
Four building.
Yes.
Or the
indeed.
Channel 4 building. Depends how you
Maybe
want to
both.
see it.
If the Fantastic Four run their own network, that'd be grand. If I remember correctly, there is a collectible comic book on that building, but because I've unlocked everything, it might not appear. This is Stanley.
Bless Stanley. He's getting his own movie apparently now. He's getting an action movie all about the life of Stanley.
Now, I know nothing about this upcoming movie, but I'm just going to presume that it is essentially the Bourne identity with
Stanley. That's what I'm hoping for.
Little known fact, or
His black
great known
cat.
fact, the cheat that I used to unlock everything is actually Stanley's name backwards. Leonats. Eelnats. No, Eelnats.
Eelnats.
Yeah. I'm not very good at spelling. Okay, so here we are. I am Captain Universe Spider-Man. Now, you have to bear with me.
I haven't played this in years.
Successful
This meant
swing.
everything to me.
I'm going to forego all of the tutorial question marks because
we're pros. We don't need it. We're professionals.
legit pros. In fact, I believe the PS4 Pro was named after you, Ryan.
It
because
was,
you're
yeah.
so
They
pro.
named the PS4. They went, that guy Ryan Brown, he's a pro. Oh, PS4 Pro sounds great.
Now, this gentleman here, who's obviously... Oh, crumbs. I was going to do something cool there, but Black Cat, no, it's okay. It's fine. We can have a
They're
bit of
just
a chat.
chatting behind
That's
him.
true. It's just
They're
taking
having a
it
good
easy.
old chat and he didn't notice.
Now, I could just press square to punch, or circle to kick, or triangle to fire webs, but I'm going to try a next level Spider-Man move here.
Oh
So
my
bear with
goodness.
me, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yes!
That was unique, special, and amazing.
There you go. That's some pro tip Spider-Man 2000 level.
Where are you going?
Telly. I'm freewheeling it because I'm Spider-Man.
You can do what you want. This is your town,
Free
mate.
roaming, open world to a certain degree. Yeah, I just want to show off. Was the demo, and it is grand. And here we are.
Look at those textures. Look at that fog.
Right, let's just swing over here. I'm just going to
I love this game to bits. I still think that when you're sort of viewing games critically, I think you should be aware of time. So you have to sort of rate them upon, the time in which they were released. With that, I think that this is probably one of the best superhero games ever.
It's definitely on the list. It broke a lot of ground for being pretty much the first 3D Spider-Man game. The engine could handle it. Great kind of voice talent. Level design is pretty spot on, and a wealth of extra content as well. There is a what if mode that you can unlock, whereby Uatu the Watcher, for all you Marvel fans out there, he makes an appearance at the start, and it's basically an alternate version of the main storyline. So different things happen, the level changes slightly, different characters appear, kind of tweaks it a little bit. It's quite fun. A wealth of unlockable costumes, as you saw, comic book covers to collect.
Good stuff, basically.
Yeah, like it's a huge package, and it's it's not something you've seen a lot of nowadays. In terms of, I see Ryan's providing a little bit of innuendo there for anyone who's decided to watch us instead of Bake Off. So stay tuned for more of that sass mouth.
Sass Mouth.
Yes.
They did the soundtrack for Shrek, basically. Smash Mouth, Sass Mouth.
There you go.
They just insert really random characters into this.
Yeah, people will just pop
There's
up for
Human
no
Torch
reason.
later, just hanging.
Yeah.
Bless him.
There's
She
quite
just
a,
appears on buildings, and then where does she go? Is she going to go all the way down all of those stairs?
I think there's a bench somewhere that she's just staked out. Maybe she's got her iPod on. She's listening to a podcast. Just chilling.
Maybe she's watching this.
Maybe she is.
Maybe she's walking off and
Black
watching
Cat,
this.
Are you there? Felicia Hardy, please give us a shout out.
Shout out.
In the chat. Represent. And also don't forget to tell us your favourite Spider-Man game. Or one of them. Or just what you think
All
is...
of these.
Yeah.
I'll read them out because you can't particularly see these pictures. So we've got The Amazing Spider-Man, PS3 360 game. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. You've got Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, which is the beautiful sequel to this game here. You've got this game, Spider-Man. You've got Spider-Man Friend or Foe. You have Spider-Man 3, the movie game. Spider-Man 2, the movie game. Spider-Man 1, the movie game. Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Spider-Man Edge of Time. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Tell us your favourite Spider-Man games. Which is your favourite Spider-Man game?
I will lobby hard all day long for Spider-Man Web of Shadows. For me, the true spiritual successor to Spider-Man 2, which is a very close second. Let's do that. Okay. It's been a while since I've used the PS1 type thing, so you're going to have to bear with me. Here we go. We're ready to rock again. Web of Shadows, I just think, took Spider-Man 2's potential to the next level. Great plot. You can play as Venom and Spider-Man, switch between them, well, not as Venom and Spider-Man, but symbiote Spider-Man and regular Spider-Man at the flick of a button. Just great vision, great level design. Oh, crumbs. I probably should have been a bit stealthy here.
Speaking of crumbs, Bake Off versus us. Who would you pick?
You, all day long.
Me.
Really. I think you...
If it's me or Mary Berry, it's me every day.
You are the Mary Berry of
I
video
am the
games.
Mary Berry of this show. We need a cake. We
always-
should have prepared a cake.
We always need a cake.
I'm sorry, viewers. We've really let you down here. We should have had a big old cake right on the table here. Never mind.
And if you have never played any Spider-Man games, feel free to tell us what your favourite kind of cake is. Why not? Oh dear, this is tense now, so I have to let that gentleman go.
Bake Off may have lost its talent, but at least we haven't. Oh! Oh!
Burn! Zing!
Speaking of talent, look at those moves. Look at those spider moves.
Spider-Man Captain Universe has been working out.
I don't remember a bank looking like this.
This is
I've
what
never-
my house looks
my
like.
local bank doesn't
This is
look
my
like
house. This is what my house looks like.
Is the bank called The Bank?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It is the only bank to bank with.
The Bank. Great. They've just knocked out all their competition. They're the only bank now. That's why they can afford to have such a big building.
It is a
don't
bit
think banks are like
grandiose,
this.
and
As a child, I didn't question any of this game. I was just like, yeah, this is how banks are. They've got big buttons that you push.
boom, into the wall. Now, if
This game's ridiculous and beautiful.
I remember correctly, I think it's... Shall I just open all of these offices? Because,
Yeah, just open them all, mate. It's the second one, I think, but open them all.
Yeah, I feel like it's two, but... Oh no. It's all of them.
Oh, well, we're both idiots
Or
then.
maybe it's 1 and 3.
You just press them all anyway. Office 2, big button. That's how you open the doors in this place. This is ridiculous.
I think Office 2 had a collectible in there, if I remember correctly.
Ah,
we go.
someone
Next.
saying Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man. Not a Spider-Man game, but it has him in it.
Yeah, good Spider. Again, Rino Romani, I believe, from the animated show, doing the voice in that. And love Marvel vs. Capcom. Great. Ultimate Spider, one of the best moves ever. Oh dear. Almost. I've alerted these folks.
Oh, someone says we should get coffee cake, but I don't like coffee. If that makes you want to leave, so be it. I don't know what to tell you.
As long as no one suggests carrot cake, because carrot cake is not a cake. It's
No,
made
we've
out of
just got
vegetables.
chocolate cake and coffee cake.
Yeah, those are the only 2 cakes that anyone should ever consider ever.
See, you get baked goods chat here too.
You get everything.
You get spiders and baked good chat. What more do you want? I want that potted plant. Look at that. That is a.
Yes, you can have it. Here you go, Ryan. Here's your plant. I'm gonna just
Someone name it.
Just gingerly. Oh,
there's no point naming it now.
curses. I tripped a little bit.
Tripped a little bit.
Yeah, Spider-Man just having an off day there.
I don't like coffee. I'm sorry. Or tea. I'm sort of splitting everyone apart today.
Ryan, you don't like gravy either, do you?
I don't. Right, here we go.
It's all coming out
Let's
now.
put it all out on the table. Right. I don't like coffee. I don't like tea, gravy, baked beans, ketchup. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna sit and watch us play Spider-Man.
Boo indeed, the audience say up in the gallery. Gravy is liquid meat. It is amazing.
That just sounds revolting. That doesn't make it sound better. Now, I have the soundtrack to this game on my iPod. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel. It almost takes the damage away from you not liking gravy. Almost.
Yeah, good.
I think it's only 2 guys.
You can pick up those big chairs, can't you?
You know what? I keep forgetting that I'm invincible and I've saved the life of everyone in this building.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can't be hurt because
Sir,
cheating.
please, I am lifting up this giant couch over my
Ma'am,
head.
ma'am, please take a seat. We'll be with you in a moment. This is a very big bank.
Yeah. Enjoy the view. Tee-hee. Quips. There you go.
Hashtag quips. Hashtag mirror quips.
Okay, going through some lovely vent action here. Oh.
This wowee. These vents are also kind of ridiculous.
You know what? I'm not even going to look down. I'm just going to jump and see what happens.
Mind if I drop in?
Beautiful. Right on time, Spidey.
Panache. Truly. Bit of indoor swinging here. Why not? Can we?
Yeah, the puns in this game are actually wretched. They are actually awful.
Does anyone in the chat have any fantastic puns? Spider puns. Last week we had, not last week, the week before we had Octodad puns.
Oh yeah, give us some puns.
Give us your puns.
Give us your puns. What is the point in that security check?
It is pathetic.
You can walk around that.
Now, I am carrying about 8 guns on me. No, oh, it did go off. Ah, spider shooters. Okay. Right. Okay.
Secure area buttons. It's not that secure then.
No, if there's a
That
jump
wasn't
button,
secure.
that's an impractically sized bomb.
What is their... What's their motive here? Do they want cash? If so, why have they hung around? I'm questioning the logic of a PS1 Spider-Man game.
You're reading... maybe there is a subtext under here. Maybe this is... there's more to it than that. Oh, yes.
Dearie me.
Is it round the corner? I forget.
Where, you need
No.
to leave the room. You need to put it in the other room. Oh, don't do that. No, to pick up the bomb. Pick up the bomb.
It's okay, this is easy mode. I can... Oh, why is it ticking... Oh, it's
Because
I
you threw it.
Do not throw bombs, apparently.
Don't
is
throw bombs.
the life
That's
lesson
bad
to-
for your health.
But it won't go through here, will it?
Yeah, you might have to throw it. But you already did that.
Sort of throwing it and Paul. Oh, it did. Okay, I just assumed that it was.
No, you need to go. You need to press the button and open that safe. We're gonna die.
okay. We just open
Quickly.
secure area 2.
Just web it. And then put the bomb in there and close the door.
Now, I don't know if anyone remembers, but there's actually a very similar bit to this in Batman Arkham Knight as well.
Is there?
Yeah, he has to put a bomb in a safe.
Wow, we are actually cutting it close here.
Oh, it's just like Lethal Weapon 2.
Wow,
Look at that. I'm going to mop my brow there.
Basically, I want us to be able to get to Scorpion. Do we have enough time to get to Scorpion? We need to see Scorpion.
I can just go straight to Scorpion.
Oh, yes.
Because that's what happens when you cheat. You can just do
Let's
anything
pick another
you want.
level then. Let's pick another
Let's-
level. What do we want to see?
Does anyone in the chat have any suggestions if you're familiar with the game? Scorpion's quite a good level.
I do love him.
You know what? Let's go to Scorpion because that's in the offices of the Daily Bugle, if I remember correctly. And I think J. Jonah Jameson is actually.
He just carries. Where is that phone that he's carrying?
Where does Spider-Man keep his phone? Tell us in the chat.
Tell us in the chat where Spidey has his phone.
Because that's a big phone. There's an extendable aerial.
Dearie
You know,
me.
It's not particularly portable.
Boy from 1983 says, where is Spider-Man's homepage?
What, his kind of GeoCities?
Sure.
Yeah.
His FreeWeb's website.
MySpace profile? What were you?
On the World Wide Web. Web!
Oh. Classic.
I rate that pun Spider out of 10.
That's epic. Now, I forget. I just kind of have to follow him, right? Shall I just jump straight to the boss level?
Yes.
Boss fight? Yes. You know what?
Yep. Let's go straight to Scorpion.
Let's streamline this because the people asked for it.
The people didn't, but
This is what you should
We
be
did.
asking for anyway. Yeah.
Level select. Wait, what's...
yeah, Race of Bugles is the one we're on.
Okay.
So keep going.
It's not letting me go down.
Oh,
more.
you haven't got a level select.
It's a bit
Right, we'll have to
strange.
go. Wait, let's quick bugle then.
Okay.
Let's bugle it up.
This is what happens on live broadcasting
Yeah,
for freewheeling.
Sting of the Scorpion. That's what we call that era. We get to see the spider cell phone. You must just keep it in a boot or something.
Maybe some sort of bum bag?
Spider
Pouch.
pouch.
Okay, we're rolling.
Video games used to be a lot more ridiculous and embrace that.
Yeah,
They take themselves too seriously.
they're a lot more ready to just laugh at themselves and realise they're in
Look
a
how
video
ridiculous
game.
this is.
Look, it's just look at the meter on top. It's just
The whole thing
Scorpion's
is
face
ridiculous, and they didn't care.
just getting some height here. Now I remember in Enter Electro you could unlock suits that gave you double the jump height, and I sorely missed that here.
For some reason, people seem to universally love this game, but the sequel, Enter Electro, some people hate it, and I hate them.
I am not their biggest fans. I'll say that.
No.
While yes, it didn't do a lot different. Don't forget that it actually in a couple of the levels did model the ground. You could just run around, and it was a very small section of the city, but you could go from the top of a building to the bottom of a building, and there were roads and stuff, which is quite bold. And again, different costumes with different abilities, which is quite cool. But I don't know whether Electro is, super willing to go. Well, yeah.
Did you just hit J. Jonah Jameson there?
Get away, Scorpion! He's just getting. I'm confused as to what that meter means. Is he just in the other side of the room?
You don't want Scorpion to get to him before you do.
Okay.
Hey!
Just a friendly welcoming. I have to go that way. Okay. Look at me. Legit Spider-Man style.
Legit Spidey. Sometimes Spidey gets confused when he's climbing up a building. It just goes the wrong way.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? Who hasn't climbed up a building and gone the wrong way?
I know. It's quite embarrassing when it does happen. Especially in such a garish outfit when people are actively looking at you.
See, easy mode really is easy because we have got here more than half the time.
But there's actually a kid mode as well.
Kid mode!
Which, if I remember correctly, I think if you just jump off a building, you will automatically start swinging.
Oh, yes, you
Regardless.
do, yeah.
You can't.
Here's Scorpion.
Here we go. This is it. Blue and green.
I assume that for the past half hour, it's just been slowly walking towards him.
just approaching menacingly. It's psychological warfare, really.
It really is.
Still got the
I
scar
wouldn't
on his
annoy
mouth.
him. Hello.
Perfect timing. Freeze frame.
Brilliant. Because we don't want to animate the glass breaking. Too much work.
I think it provides an extra layer of tension, if I'm honest. And hand him, you beast. He's
Why
obviously-
did they move from the window to over there?
So
Oh, no,
what's
no.
happening here is they are
Oh.
reenacting
Well, he's dead.
part of the finale from Greece with J. Jonah Jameson as Danny Zuko
This is-
being electrified.
This is going much quicker than I thought it would.
Blitzing through it. Here we go.
There's usually a second part to this. Here it is. It's because we have the suit and we're in easy mode,
Yeah.
so...
I was very good at this game back in the day, but obviously you guys don't want to see me struggle through it. So here we go.
Throw a web. Do the triangle and up. Throw a little web ball. Yeah! Web ball. Web
Shield.
cocoon! That's how you kill a scorpion.
Web punchy gloves.
That was the quickest boss fight known to man.
Speed run.
You don't be proud of yourself.
Legit
That
speed
wa-
run.
You're cheating, mate.
Tool assisted
And he
speed
still
run.
has to go in.
And Tony Hawk playing on the background there on the TV.
These guys are ridiculous. Shoot him?
Just no
We just
need.
saved your life,
We have
mate.
just... We did damage a window though.
I'm great. We
Criminal
did.
damage.
Are we going to pay for that?
With what purse or wallet do we have any money in as Spider-Man?
Daredevil.
Daredevil, nice little cameo there.
Okay, here's some plot.
Exposition.
It's needed for this game, isn't it?
So Daredevil has basically turned up and said, carry on
What
about
are
your
you
business.
doing?
Yeah, what are you up to? Oh, carry on about your business.
What's happened here is he's gone, you did a bad thing. It wasn't me, it was an imposter. Alright then,
See you later.
see ya.
Do you need a hand? You could help me? No? Okay,
What?
that's...
Sorry, was he just swinging?
Yes. With a billy
Is that a
club.
thing?
Yeah, it's in his billy club. He's got a little grappling...
Oh, okay.
It's not even... Oh, no, I clicked yes. Okay, we'll just go back from that. Let's cancel. The D-pad is a little bit sticky on this fabulous...
This controller is
live
ridiculous.
controller. It's... The glare is blinding me somewhat, but...
Turn it off then.
No.
Oh.
I've committed to this now.
No.
This is video games.
Oh yeah, we need to see this level. This is something special.
Amazing soundtrack. I can see why you own this. I'm going to make
Isn't
some
this
noises
ridiculous?
during this. That's perfectly normal.
Games used to be so ridiculous. I loved it. Pork and donuts. Pork and donuts.
Yes, it's the meaty treat that everyone can enjoy.
New York City's finest. Pork and donuts.
People have
Together?
People have pancakes and bacon. That confuses me.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It's meat and sweet.
Sweetie meat.
Sweetie meats. I've also tried bacon flavoured chocolate.
No, that's wrong.
That was unpleasant.
That's for horrible people.
Yeah, it was nasty. It reminded me of... Imagine if someone had eaten a pack of Frazzles and then they had unwrapped a dairy milk bar, handled the bar
Oh,
with their frazzled dust-covered hands,
Um.
and then given the bar to you to eat because they are apparently your friend. Apparently. That's what it tasted like.
remember to tune in next week and we'll have more Bake Off competing food stories for you. Now here we're climbing up a building as the police just fire away at a building.
It's true.
Just shoot
But thankfully for me,
a block of flats.
they're only firing at the windows that are boarded up, which makes it very easy to avoid... the
What have we done
business.
wrong? Oh, we
Now,
stole a thing. Because we stole a thing, they're blowing up a building.
Perfectly warranted just to... Oh dear.
There's the Hulk there. Wake up to Hulk 96.6.
Hulk.
Hulk has his own radio station.
Apparently so. I imagine it's a lot of...
Keep out,
you
says
know,
a sign
Slayer.
50 stories up.
I feel like the Hulk would play a lot of Slayer.
Yes. It's just Hulk just making noises on the
Yeah,
radio.
just grunting.
Grrr! Betty! and that's it for like an hour.
Would he play Black Betty by is it Ram Jam? I think he would, over and over again.
This may look complicated because you're avoiding missiles and gunfire, but A, the sniper is incompetent.
Terrible.
Maybe should have more training, and B, they're only firing at, as you say, the windows with boards on them.
Plus, I am invincible, just like Boris from GoldenEye.
I thought you were going to say Boris Johnson.
He is also
I'm
invincible.
invincible just like
He
Boris
will outlive
Johnson.
us all, Boris Johnson. Effortless.
If someone wants to make fan art of Boris Johnson dressed up as Spider-Man for us, we'd embrace that.
Please do.
We'd put it up here, right on the back here for the next episode. So if you want to draw a little picture of Boris Johnson
Oh, that would be grand.
dressed as Spider-Man, you'll see it there next week.
If you do have fan art like that or any other fan art, you can email us at geeks@mirror.co.uk, or you can tweet us if you would like.
Yep.
Mirror Tech.
Just send us some fan pics of
Yeah.
just ridiculous things. If we're talking about things you go, that would warrant either a picture or some sort of fan thing, give it to us.
If
It'll
your
go there.
feelings are so strong that you can only express them via the medium of fan art, then please do. Quick nod to as Green Goblin painted on there. That's actually, if I remember correctly,
Is there Green Goblin on there?
there's some
Oh,
pumpkin
yes.
art, and I'm not sure whether it's in this or the
Oh.
what if mode. There was you could actually go in here,
I don't know about this.
or you could die.
Great. Into the
So
fog.
this is why I'm good at showing people things. Is actually they've got a little room that's got Green Goblin paraphernalia in it, like tiny pumpkin bombs and whatnot.
So did you just die even though you were invincible?
I died, even though that's a life lesson. Again, another life lesson is that no one really,
It's like an Aesop fable, this.
no one really is invincible.
Wow.
You should be humble and appreciate life.
Mhm.
Hubris is a dangerous emotion. I'm the Icarus of Spider-Man.
Wow. They're just shooting at a hotel. Is it worth it? We apparently stole something. And look at the damage they're causing. The police have
Reckless.
caused more damage here than we have.
I'm gonna mug off that Green Goblin thing because I probably will just die again.
What is in there? There's stuff.
Okay, you know, let's go and have a look because why? not?
Let's have a look, and then we'll probably move on to the next game. Let's have a look at some Green Goblin stuff.
Okay, no pressure. I just have to swing over to this crane while being shot at.
I don't remember this. I need to see this.
Yeah, years before Arkham Knight was doing all this and Arkham games
Oh.
were doing this, this was a little cheeky Easter egg. And there's some spider armor in here as well, which
Oh,
I
that's
don't
really cool.
need, but always comes in
That's
handy.
cool. This game had so much, didn't it, for its time?
A lot of fan service, which is really awesome. And I think that's part of the reason why it did so well and why a lot of other Spider-Man games have not fared so well is that there just didn't seem to be a reverence for the source material. They were either like terrible movie tie-ins,
This felt very influenced by the 90s TV show.
yeah, which was again sort of relatively faithful to the comics, which is lovely. And that 90s TV show, I think, still holds up really, as does the X-Men
I like
anime
it,
show.
yeah, I love it.
Just phenomenal.
See, the developers of this were great as well. Neversoft. Great. I mean, this, Tony Hawk games, which were, I mean, they were so popular and so good, and most people that played them didn't care about skating. I certainly didn't care about skateboarding. But they're, regarded as like some of the best PS1 games of all time.
Did they do Medieval as well, if I remember
Did they
correctly?
do Medieval as
Medieval,
well? That might be true, yeah.
platformer. Oh, that was
Spider-Man-ing.
amazing. That was.
Spider-Amazing. I'm not going to touch puns ever again.
I think you
I'm
should.
done with it.
I think you should. Right, shall I just climb to
We
the top and then
climb
we'll...
to the top and then we'll move on. Let's. We've got something special
I'm
next.
just going to hold up on the stick because
Do you need to do anything here?
I think I just.
Why
need
is
to,
that there anyway? This doesn't make any
If
sense,
I
does
remember
it?
correctly, the easiest way to do this is.
Let's
just
put
to-
some scaffolding on the top of a building.
This does look quite precarious. I'm not going to lie.
You're mine, Wallcrawler.
Yeah, nothing will happen. So I'm
Oh,
just
really?
going to casually.
Brilliant.
I thought that it would just knock you off regardless, but you know what? Spider-Man has had it hard. Let's just relax. He's just gonna, for once, the odds are on Spider-Man's side.
Follow the Spidey compass. I do that in real life.
Oh, crumbs. Okay. Now, there's not a lot of camera control on the right stick here. You can't actually do
No.
the what is it,
Camera
Y-axis.
wasn't
You can do
great
the-
on PS1 days.
I can do the X-axis here, but yeah, it's a bit fiddly. So if you see me struggling, that is why, and not because it's been 16 years since I played this game. That was scripted, that bit, I promise.
Oh no! Oh, I thought it was going to die. Phew.
The tension was palpable. I
We'll
feel.
leave it at that amazing thing.
Yeah, we'll let you get your breath back. And
That game is
recover.
amazing though, and it gets very good. There's
Mhm.
Carnage in there. You got Venom, Doc Ock,
Doc Ock.
Mary Jane just screaming,
Just knocking about, you know.
having a ball.
I remember the final level was a great escape sequence. It's sort of almost 2D.
They make up a character there, Monster Ock. They
Yes.
call it. It's brilliant. It's my fave.
Cool. So right now we have a little bit of a treat for you. So sit back, relax, get yourself a cup of tea. Don't do that afterwards. It's too late. We're doing this now. We're gonna check out some Mass Effect footage running on a PS4 Pro. So have that and tell us what you think in the chat.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating. Something. We must be close. No question. This is the heart of the vault. All conduits converge here, Pathfinder. That must be the lockdown console.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah, there we are. All these points could be vaults on other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Hey, look there. The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
Ah, it's right on our heels!
And that was doing a little wave.
I'm just, you know,
Welcome back.
I'm a friendly guy. You know, in case you're joining us for the first time, or if you just felt you needed some reassurance.
It's all okay. So that was the trailer or gameplay footage for Mass Effect Andromeda. Andromeda.
Got to say it in a Batman voice, just cause.
Where is she? That was Mass Effect Andromeda, and I don't know too much about Mass Effect. I haven't played them yet. I feel terrible for doing so, but tell us a little bit about Mass Effect Andromeda.
Mass Effect Andromeda is a video game.
Wow.
It's fourth game in the Mass Effect series, but start of a brand new trilogy. People are a bit miffed after the way the third one ended, because it's they were waiting kind of 10 years for that game to end. So hopefully Andromeda brings a lot of those people back. Third-person action RPG set in space,
Yep.
Dragon Age, that sort of thing. It's BioWare fare in space. This is a new one. I am looking forward to it. Can't wait. It's going to be grand. From the looks of some of the gameplay footage that was there and what we've seen, there's a lot more freedom of movement. And because you're in a completely different galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy, NESPA, it means that any of the consequences of the previous games don't really come to bear. So it's a completely clean slate. So yeah, looking forward to it. But obviously, the big deal with that video as well is the PS4 Pro running in 4K. Ryan, what are your thoughts on the PS4
So,
Pro?
I mean, with that footage in particular, a lot of it, we only showed the last half, but the first half is mostly them looking around at all the scenery in the trailer, clearly trying to show off 4K, which is a bit pointless watching online, because it wasn't streamed in 4K. But the PS4 Pro was shown off at the same day that footage was, so they wanted to show it off. And that will stream things in 4K. And as you say, Mass Effect Andromeda will be compatible with that. And 4K gaming seems to be this big thing everyone's talking about now. We have the Xbox One S can currently play in 4K. You've got the PS4 Pro will play in 4K in November when that comes out. It's a big selling point. It's something that companies want. But do that many people really have 4K TVs? Are that many people going to benefit?
I understand why the PS4 Pro exists, because there's obviously a lot of gamers out there, early adopters, people with money to spare, people that really care about tech, and if they can upgrade to 4K, this is for them. This is for the people that really want to squeeze every ounce of technical power out of their console and want their games to look incredible. Personally, I couldn't give two hoots about 4K. I've only just started making the jump to Blu-ray, if anything. I'm not going to fork out for it. I know I'm a little bit behind the times. I'm old school. Look at my face. I'm obviously old school. It's the freckles.
It's the beard.
Yeah, it's beard and freckles combo. But yeah, I've got like a massive 50-inch TV at home. I'm not going to buy a new TV for a very long time. I've only just started making the jump to Blu-rays. It's not really for me. I don't really care about things like that. As you can see, I wear glasses, so my eyesight isn't that grand. I don't think it'll be, for me, a great graphical leap, but I understand why it exists, and more power to the people that want to go get it, but it is for a very specific type of gamer, a section of gamer. It's not for everyone. And until you can kind of walk into Asda while you're doing your shop and you see a 4K TV for 150 quid, 200 quid, 4K is not going to be the huge deal for everyone. Yeah. And that's it. And it's the same with HD. CRTVs were in stores for a while. Eventually, flat screens became the norm after years and years of it being quite elitist. And that's it. It's going to take a few years. I'm going to hold out, but yeah, that's the
it's important to remember that things like the PS4 Pro is not the next PS4. It's just a PS4. Your current PS4 will still work. It will still play games. You don't need to upgrade. If you don't have a 4K TV, don't. Stick with your current PS4. You don't need to buy one. A lot of people still seem to think that it's the next thing, even among like people that consider themselves hardcore gamers. A lot of confusion.
Well, this is part of the worry for me. A similar thing happened with the Wii and the Wii U. There was a lot of mixed messaging before the Wii U came out. A lot of people thought the Wii U was just an add-on for it's the PS4 Pro in reverse, really. People thought the Wii U was an add-on instead of the next generation of console. Didn't bother, and a lot of people might be panicking, thinking that the PS4 Pro is the next generation. It's not there. That seems to be the trend now, is that we're going to iterate on consoles in a very minuscule sort of way, bit by bit, as opposed to having brand new generations.
So like phones, you can just upgrade every couple of years. Don't need every single one.
It's a clever way to do it because you're not splitting the user base, which is pretty cool.
I'm if it's done right, I'm for it. Yeah. And what I'm also for are dinosaurs. With time portals and guns and dinosaurs.
Specifically, I would say that you're not really for dinosaurs because you are going to be hurting dinosaurs in this game, aren't you, really?
I feel like I'm hurting them with love.
Okay.
I feel like I'm hurting them for their own good. And I feel like they appreciate that as dinosaurs.
And rock on.
I'm speaking nonsense. We're going to play Dino Crisis 2. It is a survival horror game. It is an action game. It is a fantastic game. It's made by I believe it's made by the same people that created the first couple of Resident Evil games. It's certainly by Capcom, but I don't know if it's necessarily the same team. But I think so. The first game was basically a copycat clone of Resident Evil, which isn't a bad thing. The second one, however, the one we're playing, is a delight. And it is wonderful, and it is a lot more action-orientated, and much like JC, we're going to cheat a little bit here, because there's a massive cutscene at the beginning. We don't want to have that. We want to skip that because we want to shoot dinosaurs. We don't want to spend 20 minutes looking at a plot that no one cares about.
We want to get to the nitty-gritty of the dinosaur massacre.
Yeah.
And just get straight down to it. If you really care about the intro sequence and the setup for Dino Crisis 2, it involves people travelling. No, they've sent a colony back in time to farm some sort of resource.
Is that what it was?
I think so, because basically the world's getting overpopulated, so they send some people back in time to farm some sort of resource, and then they lose contact with this colony that's been sent back millions of years, and dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs.
End scene.
So what we've missed here, we've only missed a couple of minutes. We have...
I've broken the PlayStation vamp for 2 minutes.
He's broken the PlayStation. Fantastic. That's fine. I was going to explain what we've missed anyway. So what happens is the beginning cutscene is you and your teammates. The two main characters, Dylan and Regina.
Regina returning from the first one, I believe.
She is returning from the first one. She's been not having a nice time. That poor Regina.
She's had a tough life.
She has had a tough life, but her and SWAT, future space dinosaur guy called Dylan. I don't know why I said space. They are attacked by a T-Rex. They shoot a bazooka in its eyeball. Its eyeball goes, "Ugh!" And then they have to run away. They fall down a little bit, and now they're stuck here.
Yeah, they stack it down at
They do.
hill.
They don't have a great time. But here they are. I'm playing as Dylan once we get the screen up.
Now, Dylan and Regina have essentially different sort of load. I think Regina has an electric machete, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she's got a stun knife or
Yeah.
something like that can.
Oh,
She
yeah.
just hits it against electrical things. It goes,
She's got the stun knife, and he's got the machete, which allows you to take two different paths
yes.
throughout the game, if I remember
But it
correctly.
isn't like open world. You don't have a
No.
choice. It is a linear game, so it will just decide when you are playing the other character, which is fine. I like linear games, so I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
What you've missed so far, gameplay wise, is the first few screens. I suppose you would call them.
Yeah.
Screens. First few screens where you're just running past all the dinosaurs, fighting them and stuff. And I'm pretty pro at this game because I grew up with this game, and I love it to bits. It made me love dinosaurs as a child.
In a very roundabout, twisted way, yes.
I had dinosaur books, like dinosaur encyclopedias, dinosaur magazines. I knew all the names of all the dinosaurs. Allosaurus, a Giganotosaurus. That one's bigger than a T-Rex. What?
Crazy.
And all of them. And I used to pretend to be dinosaurs on the playground. So a bit like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
A lot of playground business going on. But yes, Dino Crisis. It is one of my favourite games ever, probably.
How many
It is.
times do you think you've completed it?
I've completed it about 6 times.
Wow.
I tried speedrunning it once. I'm not a speedrunner. Speedrun is where you are trying to complete a game very quickly, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And I attempted to do that. I can finish this game in about 3 hours.
That's pretty good going.
About 3-4 hours, something like that.
And especially because there's a combo system in it, if I remember correctly. There's if you maintain a chain of kills,
Yes.
it increases your score at the end of each section, and the more points you get, the easier it is to buy upgrades. Is that
Yes,
right?
yeah. So, which is, I don't think anyone's done that, really.
Especially in a survival horror game where speed really isn't.
Yeah,
that's
survival
the
horror
thing.
game with sort of more modern-y hack and slash kind of elements, even. As you said, yeah, there's good, the footage is working. Can you see, this is Dylan, look at him with his pixely face. But yeah, as we were saying, there's a combo system, and we could just show you now, to be honest. So yeah, here we are, this is a save point, these are great. So let's click on these just so I can show you what's going on
People
with
have handily
this.
installed these built-in computers that you can buy
With a
things
shop.
for or save. Which
And this is where you buy new weapons with the points that you earn through combos. You can buy. Well, you need you buy ammo. They call it charging for some reason. There we go. Right. Oh, TRAT. It's not SWAT. It works for TRAT. I don't know what that is. I think we're going this way.
So, Boy from 1983 does confirm that the first Dino Crisis was from Shinji Mikami.
So it is
Resident Evil
Resident
fame.
Evil developers.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
so. But this one isn't. But is this one not the same team?
Does anyone know? I feel like it probably wouldn't be because I feel like he kind of steps away from something that would be so action-packed. I think he's all about.
This one's the
building
better
tension
one,
and
though.
Atmosphere. The gameplay flows better. I think the first one, obviously, like you said, just trying too hard to be Resident Evil, and
It was still great.
Yeah, it was still great.
good.
But instead of it just being Resident Evil with dinosaurs, now we have it sort of be its own thing. Because dinosaurs obviously don't shuffle around as much as some do. They're a bit nippier and have more teeth.
Oh, these little guys are Compsognathus. That's a
Oh,
dinosaur.
you've been lured into an ambush there.
They're called
'cause
Compids. Tiny little dinosaurs. We'll see them later on. I don't know if we will on the stream, but they are in it later. Now, we'll go get this health kit, because we could probably do with it. I haven't played this game in years, but I used to replay it all the time.
Let's give you a bit of sound there.
Yeah, thank you, because you kind of do need it a little bit. It kind of warns you that dinosaurs are out. Oh,
And there are counter moves as well, should you
Yep,
fire
you-
back
oh.
at the right time.
and if you press the R2 button, you sort of flip like that. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Can you do that? I can't do that.
That's the only way I get about.
Michael Jackson
It
could
takes
do that.
ages.
Great. Yeah, this way. I mean, it's kind of linear. You can't really get lost. Look at that. That's very Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But it also gives you your score screen. So.
Yeah, it serves a purpose. If I remember correctly as well, this game had a great... Well, I say great, it was actually quite laborious. There was an underwater section with you in a...
Oh, I didn't
in a
hate it.
suit.
It's one of the... You know, underwater things in games are usually lame. It still probably is the worst part of the game.
Yeah. It's,
But I didn't hate it.
I just thought it was quite plodding, and it was really tense because you're kind of going around this flooded facility in this very cumbersome underwater mech suit that fires out harpoons, being harassed by these the Ichthyosaurus.
Yep.
Yes, I said it correctly. And it's just a bit kind of slow, and it just breaks up the pace of the game a bit too much for me. But it's, out of everything that the game does, it's not the. It doesn't detract too much from it.
Here we go. So the game seems to split it up like this. It does sort of 3 screens of action, and then it goes, here's a little bit of plot, here's a puzzle. It's still got elements of Resident Evil in it, and that sort of gameplay.
That's true. It
It's a
leans lot on
survival
that,
horror
but-
game, and,
yeah.
but it just
You
has
just-
action.
You're just a bit better at surviving.
Here's the big boy.
Madge Beef comments on the Dylan's proportions in that he has a very tiny head compared to the rest of his body, which is true.
It's like a little pea head.
He has what I like to call a pork pie neck. It's just basically stuck onto...
What is going on with
Yeah.
him? So thrown in right at the deep end here. Big T-Rex boy. He's not messing about. We're not messing about. Let's not mess about. I remember getting lost when I was younger playing this. It was just like really confusing as where you had to go. I think I remember what I'm doing.
Great pun from season 13_2. Dino Crisis. Survival horror.
No. No, I'm done. I'm done.
I threw it out
I
there.
might resign now and
I
leave,
think-
actually.
Yeah, Ryan's quitting.
I'm quitting,
tonight.
guys. It was good. We had a good one. We had a good run.
It was beautiful white
Dino
lights.
Crisis, more like Dino Ryan's crying, sis.
Mm,
I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's best for all concerned, really.
Oh,
just forget this
I
ever
hate
happened.
myself, but I love this game. Look at those moves! Spider-Man couldn't do that. Oh, future people.
With frisbee
Some,
launchers.
that's less useful than a normal gun.
Yeah, terrible. Firing dinner plates at people.
Yeah. I thought they were like vinyls.
That could be that. Yeah.
They just have like an abundance of like Celine Dion vinyls, and are just firing them at people.
Yeah. If you own a Celine Dion record on vinyl, an EP, please let us know in the chat. Let us know why.
Draw a picture of a Celine Dion vinyl, and it will go up behind us for the next show.
Yes. See, we cover everything on this.
We
stream.
cover it
If
all.
you like cakes, video games, Celine Dion,
Yeah.
puns.
Yep. This might be the best show ever.
This is it. This is all of your needs catered for
Now-
right here.
Here we have a floating disc. Now, Dylan doesn't seem too bothered by it or the dead body behind him.
Nonchalant, really.
Yeah, so, backstory.
Typical kind of
I-
survival horror.
Yeah, they hid a lot
genres.
of the plot in optional reading parts, which I respect a little bit. If you
Even
just
though-
want to shoot some dinos, then go for it.
Because the plot is a bit nonsensical, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah. But as a child, I thought it was deep. I thought it was a deep plot. I thought it was brilliant. It inspired me.
Did it move you?
I liked writing stories when I was young, and I used to write stories.
Did you do
based on
Dino
it.
Crisis 2 fanfic?
I didn't. No. See, I wrote my own original content. It was called Independent Darkness, and it was basically a rip-off of this. I was like 10.
This is-
I was like,
wow.
that's a good name for a
Wow.
10-year-old.
I don't think I could barely write when I was 10. So
I
that's,
wanted to be an
that's good
author
for
when
you.
I was 10. Look at me now. I'm playing video games. It's alright, isn't it? Write about
But
video
you're
games.
telling a story with your words. You're painting a picture with your words.
And the picture is Celine Dion vinyls.
Yes.
Great.
To the
That
chat,
was-
what's your favourite Celine Dion song to play video games to? Is it My Heart Will Go On? Is it Fukushima Encore?
I don't know what that is. What's
let us
Tool?
know.
I don't remember what Tool is. That'll do.
Do you listen to a lot of kind of other music when you're playing video games, or do you just?
Just Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just straight up Celine Dion every time. And I don't know any of her other songs other than My Heart Will Go On.
So just that on the loop.
It's just that on loop.
Okay. Must be pretty intense for something like Fallout, which is.
I tell you what, it's atmospheric. It's deep. For action, it sort of gives it a nice Ooh. A nice ooh. That's as descriptive as I'm going to be. And for the emotional points, it's really emotional.
I think it would provide a great frisson to something like this, where you're being mauled to death by 3 velociraptors in a corridor.
What's happened here is when the health meter starts glowing red, it means that you're bleeding, so you need to use a hemostat. But we're going to heal ourselves as well. Sorry to break the funnies, but I wanted to explain some gameplay.
This is important. The people need to know.
I think this game still holds up, which is crazy, but I think it might. I think I still enjoy playing this.
Yeah. I find a lot of PS1 era games graphically are a bit rough, but if the gameplay is good enough, it can really just carry on through. And yeah, this is a great example where, you know, I would love to see an HD redo of this. They've remade Resident Evil 4 about 17,000 times.
Yeah.
Let's give this a go.
Also, my mum loves this game, so that's good.
Wow.
My mum is a big Dino Crisis fan. She loves these games. My mum loves Resident Evil and Dino Crisis. So these ones are more green, and that means you know that they're stronger.
Yes. Palette swap in a video game obviously means souped up enemies.
Souped up enemies. Soup.
Soup enemies.
Soup enemies.
Soup is the real
soup
enemy.
dinosaurs.
Yes.
Right, here we go. Yep, here we go. This needed a key card or something. Good. Now we do this bit. Oh dear, do I need to do that? Don't remember. No, that's for later. We do this bit and then we get to switch over to Regina with her amazing electronic blade. Wait, that was probably important. Let's just... I can't be able to read things. Let's just stick keycards in places.
It's a Capcom survival horror game, so it will involve finding a MacGuffin, putting it into some sort of receptacle, and then carrying on. There's very few kind of statue rotations in this game compared to kind of Resident Evil, but it's mostly keycards.
Yeah, it's a lot of keycards.
Not a lot of kind of mysterious badges or emblems to find, which is a relief.
Right, so the security alarm starts going off after I have picked up the item from the safe. Not when the safe opens.
No.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Because what if a burglar just wants to look at things?
Yeah, just, that's nice. And let him go.
Look with his eyes and not with his hands.
So you haven't got the time for this because there is a dinosaur outside?
Just don't have the time for this, Dylan.
I'm Dylan. I just wanted to say his name again, I'll be honest.
It's a cool...
He looks like a
hero
Dylan.
name. He's wearing combats, he's wearing camo cargo pants.
He's got a tiny head.
He's a tiny head, massive shoulders.
Massive shoulder, tiny head man Dylan.
Major Beef says that he reckons it's 50% shoulders, 5% head, 45% other.
It's good to know the ratio.
Yes, so we're just going to other question mark.
This is Regina.
This is Regina talking into her wrist.
It's high-tech days, mate.
Yes. Maybe she's just sort of forlorn.
This is the future. They've got mics in their wrists with big glowing red... I think iPhone might just be easier.
Yeah, I think so. I think ignore the smartwatches, ignore Apple Watches. What we want is to really see tech embedded into a fingerless glove. I think that's the way we want to go. The power glove, essentially, with the fingers cut off.
The power glove.
Mm-hmm.
So bad. Here we go. We are now Regina. The mission data has been updated. Sort, it says at the top.
Yeah, I believe she's a member
Sort
of
it out.
SORT. He's a member of, I'm going to pronounce this very carefully, TRAT.
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 Do we know what that stands for? Whatever SWAT stands for, but with T-Rex instead.
Yes. Terrific.
Rad.
Rad. Autonomous.
T-Rex.
T-Rex squad.
T-Rex squad. I want to be in that squad. I believe we're going this way. Yep, I was going to. Yep. About to. Yep.
I like how very sort of...
There we go.
It's very gentle with it. You may be able...
You might be able to open this.
Give it a go. See what happens.
It would be terrible if we just didn't.
Yeah.
Right, well, we said maybe.
It would be terrible if the game sort of lied to you. Have you ever been lied to by video games?
Oh, we can't go this way.
Chat.
Yeah, has a video game ever lied to you? Let us know. Let us know which video game lied to you. This one's lying to me right now.
Season of 13 2 does agree that PS1 games do tend to age a little bit. They say, I find that the PS1 had a bunch of games that you love if you have nostalgia, but the blockiness means it's hard to get into them for the first time now. I do agree with that. I think if you come across it for the first time,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and if you know, especially for people that are younger and have grown up with, PS2 onwards or maybe PS3, will find it difficult. And it's quite an odd sensation for this to be a retro game. I still feel,
It's I still feel weird calling PS1 games retro, but
But here we are.
Here we
This is what
are.
happens. Time goes on.
I like low poly graphics, low polygons. I think they look gorgeous. Ah, our gun isn't as good as the shotgun. Oh dear. Well, she's dead. Just straight up dead.
Yeah, that's
You won't get away from
not
that.
a textbook encounter with a dinosaur.
See, if I encountered a dinosaur, I wouldn't have lived that. Can you stop?
Now this is just unfair, really. There's no need for 3 of them.
We need a new one of this because we had Dino Crisis 3, but that was terrible.
No, it was
It was
set
an
in space,
Xbox
right?
exclusive set in space, and it didn't follow on from the story. This game ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It may not be a great one, but when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, oh no, it happens. What's going on? Never found out.
So would you like, if they made a brand new Dino
They
Crisis
should probably
game-
they'll just have to remake it. It can't be a sequel, can
Okay.
it? Yeah, they'd have to just start again, I guess.
But would you like to see a remake of the first one? Or
I would
you
have
like
that
to
too,
see- yeah?
but just I just want a Dino Crisis game. I don't care if it's a HD remake, if it's a sequel.
Yeah,
I don't-
you
I
know
don't
what?
care.
Capcom, just enough with remaking
Sort it
Resident
out,
Evils,
Capcom.
and try and give this a go. This is a great franchise, solid gameplay. Give that a go. 'Cause
It's got dinosaurs in it.
Yeah.
Not enough games with dinosaurs. We're getting Horizon Zero Dawn, thank goodness. Who looked at dinosaurs and went, that's not good for video games. Come on now.
And we've had a lot of zombies. Zombies have had their time in the spotlight.
I'm done with zombies now.
We're all done with
Can't
zombies.
remember
Are
if
you
we're
done
going
with
this way.
zombies? Tell us in the chat. It's time for dinosaurs to come back. Zombies have gone the way of the Western movie. It's tired. Although, recently they did Jurassic World. Lego
They're making
Jurassic
it a
World.
trilogy now.
Yes.
Oh, Lego Jurassic.
Well,
The
yes.
Lego games are good, so I'm not going to insult them.
They're good. I didn't enjoy
Ow.
Lego Marvel Superheroes. I thought the flight mechanics on that were terrible. Lego Avengers was alright. They fixed the flight mechanics.
We're getting a remaster of the Lego Harry Potter games.
Because that's what the people wanted.
I love those ones. I'm not even a
Yeah.
big Harry Potter fan, but I
But
love those games.
did you love them enough to warrant buying them
Yes.
again? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I'm not joking when I say this. Lego Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 was one of the best games last gen. How do you feel about that? That's a bold statement.
Were
but
I
I
not
mean it.
sitting down, ladies and gentlemen, you would have seen a grown man turn into a puddle on the floor. That's groundbreaking.
Here we go. It's kicking off now. Truck dinosaurs.
So who was driving that?
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur was behind the wheel.
Yeah, Velociraptor.
Wow.
This is an Allosaurus.
It seems agitated somewhat, right?
It gets more agitated.
Okay.
What happens if these get No, don't run towards it. If these get agitated, they start going red. Now we could kill it. If we were so bold, the game doesn't really want you to. It wants you to just avoid it until we get better weapons. But a brave person would go for it right now. I can't even get up this ladder, so I don't think going against a dinosaur is a good idea. It jumps. It gets angry and
On
turns
cue.
red. It's just not a good day.
No.
Not a good day to
It's-
be messing with
Let's-
dinos.
Yeah. We'll leave that guy to his business. He's obviously got some issues to work through.
Yeah.
And we'll carry on with our sojourn through this dilapidated, infested facility.
This game even has like an arcadey bit later on, which I wish they had explored a bit more. There's this bit where you're on a ship.
Oh
Yeah, and all these plesiosaurs are coming out of the water,
And it's
and
like-
you have like this like
yeah.
sniper thing, and you're shooting them all, and and with the combo system as well, that you could have played that in an arcade cabinet and had a good day. These dinos, I'll be honest, they're brave. Because I've killed a lot of them by now. Especially in considering the first game as well.
They don't really seem to have a concept of personal space though. They're very bunched up
they're
together.
very grabby, aren't they?
Yeah, it's guys spread out a little bit. Just let me breathe, and let you guys breathe as well.
Oh.
Where did that guy come from?
Space. Which is how it ties in with the third game.
There you go.
We're going in here. Control Shack.
Not as fun as the Love Shack,
No.
but you get a lot more done.
You get a lot more
Control
control
Shack,
in the Control Shack. Incineration of plants.
Oh, this is where you need the flamethrower, if I remember correctly. Another trope of Capcom survival horror is having your path blocked by terrible, terrible plants, if I remember correctly.
Is that a trope?
Is it the first or second Resident Evil? No, or was it? It was one of them. I remember you had to make pesticide. You needed 2 or 3 ingredients. It might have even been 0. Does anyone remember in the chat? Let me know. But there was a room that was infested with awful plants that spat out poisonous gas, and you had to put pesticide into the watering system to kill them off.
That sounds insane.
Yes. If you need a bit of a break from zombies or dinosaurs, plants are your
Plants.
go-to, yeah.
Do we need anything else from here? Or did it just bring us here to buy the flamethrower? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess that's it. Control room. You haven't got a lot of control in the control room. Now we've bought quite an amazing weapon, actually. I'm actually quite fond of the weapons in this game. I
Yeah.
just thought, yeah, this weapon we could do with this in more games.
Not
So
flamethrower.
it's not a flamethrower.
Alright.
It makes a fire wall.
Oh,
It makes a wall of fire.
Does that not sound a little bit impractical to you?
I don't care if it isn't practical. This is a game about dinosaurs.
And I imagine it would be quite intimidating for your foes to summon a wall of flame.
Yes, dinosaurs especially.
Yeah.
Not happy. They've never seen that before.
They're like, I mean, I've seen maybe fire, and I've seen walls.
But I haven't seen the walls with the fire.
What kind of witchcraft is this? They are thinking to themselves, presumably.
I don't think dinosaurs think like that. So here we have Regina's caught one of
These
the
ne'er-do-wells.
future people that are attacking us for some reason. Who are you? She says.
Not even blinking, because she is that focused.
I don't know if that was her or us saying that. They were very
Who
unclear.
knows? Maybe, everyone is thinking that, I think.
She's not putting up that much of a fight, is she? She just tried to kill you with a spinning plate shot out of a gun. She's going to chain her up here, basically, and leave her, and then go and get Dylan. So basically, she's leaving her for a dino food.
For a second there, I thought you said that she was going to go off and get dinner.
She's gonna go off, get
Because,
dinner,
You know,
go down the local
Yeah.
takeaway, bring it back, sit and have a curry together.
This is the thing in video games. It's just like 24, the TV show, where you never
Is it?
see people in video games eat or go to the toilet necessarily.
They don't need to.
You know, I feel like Fallout 4, its hardcore mode should include some sort of, ablution system. So Fallout 5, Bethesda, if you're watching,
I'm sure they are.
why don't you think about that instead of just thirst and hunger and sleep? Let's have some ablutions going.
The thing is, that was the thing that people with non-sarcastically were saying for years and meant that they were like, why don't they need to pee in video games? Or don't they need to eat? Why don't they drink? And now we do have that because we have the survival genre,
Yeah.
and it sucks. It's, in my opinion, it's not fun.
No.
It's not. I hate crafting in games. I hate it. I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to shoot dinosaurs and swing through cities of Spider-Man. Not complicated.
No.
I'm a man of simple needs, and then those included dinosaurs and Spider-Man.
Right, we'll.
Well, I
see
want to
you
use
fare against this.
I want to use the
Yeah,
firewall
Get
first.
this firewall out. Let's give this firewall a go, and then we will get some chat action and check and see what people think of our Spider-Man wall.
Look at
and
that.
Look at that. Impressive.
Every game needs that. Put that in Street Fighter. Put that in Wii Sports. Put it in everything. Simpsons Hit and Run. I'm just thinking of games here.
Can you actually kill this here? or-
Yeah, you can. They don't really expect you to, but you can. Or just go out for this for bit, and then.
Just unload.
So, why don't you explain what's going to happen next, while I just randomly fire at this fella?
Well, obviously we've been playing Spider-Man today, and we have this wonderful wall of Spider-Man games, modern era 3D, and we are gonna have a chat and hopefully get you guys involved to kind of decide for once and for all.
Yeah, this is pretty final what we're about to do.
We are going to send this in an email to.
I killed it, by the way.
The United Nations. Congratulations, Ryan has killed the Allosaurus.
Cheers, mate.
You are in danger, but
that's fine. She can stay in danger.
Golf clap to Ryan, everyone in the chat. That was fantastic Dino slaying action. But yes, how do you feel after that? Do you feel?
I feel like
catharsis?
I might be the greatest human alive, and that's humble of me.
There you go.
I could have said living thing. Yeah. So.
Right. So let us really get to the nitty gritty of our Spider-Man. Well,
now,
Ryan and the chat. Ryan, you go first. You lead us on. What do you think? Let's kind of
my personal favourite.
Yeah.
See, my personal favourite Spider-Man game. Is probably Spider-Man 2, the movie game, followed by Spider-Man PS1, and then the second Spider-Man PS1 game, and then the first movie game.
Okay.
Following that, I don't care. I haven't played the others, but that needs to stay there, and I'm hoping for good things for the PS4 game as well.
Yes,
but that doesn't exist yet. So,
except in our hearts and minds, and
yes.
on YouTube. I adore Spider-Man on the PS1, the game we just played at the start of the stream. Enter Electro is a decent sequel.
It is.
Spider-Man 2, absolutely loved it. Sublime swinging mechanics, open world, true open world. The first Spider-Man movie game had sections of it and they were a bit rubbish. The aerial combat was terrible. Spider-Man 2 really went all out, set a kind of new standard for superhero games, I think. And it just
for open world games,
yeah.
It was a big thing for open world games in general, yeah.
And were Web of Shadows not here, I would say Spider-Man 2. But Web of Shadows for me really makes good on the potential of Spider-Man 2. Fantastic game. Different paths, like the storyline adapts depending on which decision you make in the course of the story. The swinging mechanics, utterly refined. The combat really is superb because I feel like a lot of Spider-Man games, the combat wasn't much. They tried to focus on one thing or the other, and Spider-Man, as well as being quite limber and swinging around, is really good in a fight. And Web of Shadows really was the first one to introduce a proper kind of move set and kind of combo system, and which is really
was
really
that
great.
Was that post Batman Arkham games, or Web of Shadows? You mean that was before?
Yeah, Web of Shadows. Was before the first Arkham game.
Right.
And I think it's underrated. I think it's great. I really loved Shattered Dimensions as well. Yeah. The gallery agrees. Gets to play as 4 different Spider-Mans.
Spider-Mans.
Neil Patrick Harris is in it. 4 different plays
as himself, just hanging around.
He just rocks up in a suit just to be witty and charming and offer out hugs. He's great. Particularly enjoy the inclusion of the Spider-Man noir character. Kind of a lot of stealth, and that great way to mix it up a little bit in a Spider-Man game. I thought the Amazing Spider-Man tie-in movie games were a bit terrible, if I'm honest.
I haven't played them.
Ultimate Spider-Man, love the graphical style, cel-shaded, really good.
I had that on the DS actually. I did play that on handheld. It was lovely. Yeah. It was a good game.
So we're kind of saying maybe that really Spider-Man 2 is...
Including the Twitch comments, I think Spider-Man 2 deserves it, mate.
Yeah, do you agree with us? Is the Spider-Man 2 move-in tie-in the best Spider-Man 3D game ever? Have a think about it, mull it over. If you haven't played Web of Shadows, I've told you I would lobby hard for it. If you haven't played Web of Shadows, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's got loads of mobile characters in there, and you can change from symbiote Spidey to regular Spidey just by clicking the stick. Really, really good.
We need a dinosaur Spider-Man game.
We do. We need to have Spider-Man riding a dinosaur.
Oh my goodness.
In space.
Spidey Crisis.
Spidey Crisis. Yes.
Dylan versus Spider-Man. Who could win? It could be. Yeah. Is it the shoulders or is it the man with the webs?
Any game devs watching, please take note of all our ideas, including this.
Capcom, Marvel.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Let's really take it to the next level. I'm hoping there's at least one dinosaur in this new game from...
Insomniac Games.
Yes.
You're making the new PS4 Spider-Man game. Looks good. Pop a dinosaur in. Call it Rhino. Call it Rhino.
Yes.
But it'll be a T-Rex. But call it Rhino, yeah? Cheers. You can even stick a horn on it if you want, but everyone will know it's a T-Rex.
We'll let you sort out the logistics.
Yeah, you're the developers. I'm the ideas man. Yeah? Yeah, call me. Yeah. Moving on. Let's move on from Spider-Man
to
something
entertainment for
something
you.
special.
So again, sit back, relax, and enjoy some mean tweets about the
Mean
PS4
tweets.
Pro. Yeah, mean tweets. Brace yourself.
Brace yourselves.
At $1075, here's everything you need to know about the PS4 Pro. It's pointless. I hope this helped. Thanks, at dollar. At MickG1681, PS4 Pro unveil was like a school play. Knew what to expect, disappointed, kinda boring, and those on stage look uncomfortable doing it. That's not what my mum said about my school plays. At the Fat Consoler, I'm not even remotely interested in getting into this whole 4K TV. Better image quality bull. I just want games, mate. I'm out. At Jarrett Jawn, official thoughts on PS4 Pro. Not edible. Probably doesn't float. Doubt it's bulletproof. Pretty big fail. Thanks for the heads up. At Chief Canuck, I wouldn't consider buying a PS4 Slim or Pro when their holiday lineup consists of cricket sounds. Expensive dust collector. At Chris Graft, I think with the help of a $5 bottle of wine, visual quality between the PS4 and PS4 Pro should be about even. I'd agree. And at Mystic Distance, PS4 Pro looks like the mix of a triple layered cake and a sandwich. Mmm. At Orbidia, the PS4 Pro is ugly, and I wouldn't have sex with it. I don't blame you.
Those were some mean tweets.
Those were harsh.
Yeah. Probably. We haven't actually watched that bit yet.
No, but we gathered there was probably some sort of vitriol, maybe some swears, maybe some hand gestures that were slightly offensive.
Like this. We hope that the whole way she was just like this.
Yes.
Bless her. We do love Kira, and we do love mean tweets.
We do. Not at us.
Oh, I do.
But at kind of
Love 'em.
inanimate objects, really, technology in general.
Mean tweet about this.
Yeah.
It's got a fan, yeah? It's kind of a mess.
In fact, if you want to submit some fan art about my fan-assisted controller...
You draw a picture of me and JC holding the fan controller going with Spider-Man and a dinosaur in the background.
Geeks at Mirror.
I really hope someone does that.
I really hope you do. We've had a nice bit of fan art in the past from people, so we'd like to see that coming. You know, you might see it up here.
You will. If you draw
Oh,
a picture like that, it will definitely be there. And then I'm going to copy it and put it on my fridge at home too. If we get that picture... this is a show now. I just get people to draw me pictures.
Yeah, I'm going to have it framed or replaced on my driver's license as my profile picture.
I might just remove my face and put the picture there.
Just do that.
I'll be honest, yeah. I just want... Imagine
I
that.
feel like you'd get a lot more street cred.
I
if I'm
would.
honest.
That's what I'm about. Street cred. Spider-Man, dinosaurs, pictures for faces, street cred. Me, in a nutshell. And that's this in a nutshell.
That's, yes. Look at that smooth.
I'm good
like
at segues.
Butter, that segue into that. Yes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the stream today.
It is.
We have loved having you in our little broom cupboard area. We hope you've enjoyed it. Ryan, have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. I'm indifferent as well, let's be fair. No, really.
We had Spider-Man, we had dinosaurs. Can't
Yeah.
get much better than that.
Yeah, our expectations are pretty low, and it's been great.
Are they? Right. Good.
We've loved having you. Thanks for being in the chat, everyone that has joined us. Please subscribe, follow.
Click that little sub button,
Yeah.
and then what you need to do is you have mates. Go tell them, look at this. That was good, wasn't it? That's what we need to do. Get them to subscribe
So,
too.
tell your parents.
Tell them. They'll
tell
be
your
definitely
grandparents, Tell
interested.
your neighbours.
Go outside and just tell whoever is there right now.
Tell your pets.
Tell your pets.
Yeah.
We want some. We need more cat viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a demographic we've really not gone after before.
No one's tapped into
So
that.
yeah,
Niche.
Niche. Right, we shall join you next time. We don't know what games we're playing yet, but there'll be good ones.
If you have any suggestions, let us know.
Let us know suggestions. Send us some fan pics, and we shall see you soon.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. Have a good one.